This is the MLW Radio Network. This is the Mind of the Meanie. Here are your hosts, the Blue Meanie and Adam Barnard.
Peace, world, and welcome everybody to the Mind of the Meanie, your weekly peek into the world according to former WWE superstar and ECW original Blue Meanie. We'll cover wrestling, music, movies, sports, and lots of useless knowledge, all contained in the Mind of the Meanie. I'm your tour guide, Adam Barnard, and he is the Blue Meanie. Meanie, what's on your mind?
It's just another Easter Monday. Whoa. That's my fun. Oh, wow.
Happy Easter, everybody. Did you get the Easter Bunny come and give you candy?
Yeah. Did a goldfish leave a linking log in your sock drawer?
They did, and I'm calling the police to figure out why. They're shitting my sandals, babe. What the fuck?
Shout out to the legendary Bill Hicks. But
oh man,
yeah. If you're hearing this, a little inside baseball is Ask Meanie. We're recording this because I am currently returning home from Indianapolis, Indiana, where I assume I had a marvelous time at the Square Circle Expo in Indianapolis, Indiana, where I got to see all my friends, got to see Nova, my buddy Giovanni Hamilton and his fabulous family came out to visit.
Oh, Giovanni's going to be there.
Giovanni, he lives in Indianapolis now.
Oh, wow.
His dad really relocated for a really good job.
That's awesome.
But yeah, he's coming out. Really cool story is we went to the Square Circle Expo last year, and Gio and his family came out, and he's got an older brother and his older sister. And just being at the convention, his sister fell in love with pro wrestling just from that convention.
That's amazing, man.
So
that's so cool.
She watches now. She follows along and all that stuff. And Giovanni sent me that little text, and that just like warmed my heart that, inviting somebody out to a convention, made a new fan.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
He's a great kid too, man. We follow each other on Twitter now, and just what a wonderful kid, man. Like, what a great guy.
Gio's a warrior, man. He's living the fucking dream. He's 14, 15.
Yeah.
The other night he was at a Pacers game interviewing the coach. Gotta love it.
Yeah, dude. Just what a great, and what's it? Just tell everybody who's listening where they can find us. He's got a podcast too, right?
Gio, it used to be Gio the Philly Sports, but Gio the podcaster.
Mm-hmm.
All forms of social media at Gio the podcaster, and his podcast drop where we listen to your podcast. Just look up Giovanni Hamilton, Gio the podcaster.
Yeah, just great stuff from him. Just so always willing to support anything that kid does. So that's really cool. I'm glad you had a good time in Indianapolis.
Yeah,
but
yes,
Blue.
Yeah, cause
I have a question for you. An important one, but a question nonetheless.
Yes, sir.
Are you ready to ask Meanie?
I would love to.
it's time to ask Meanie anything.
Ask me something.
I can't remember what regular air smells like.
It's the shits.
Don't forget, friends, at the end of every episode of Mind of the Meanie, we do an Ask Meanie segment. And you can ask us your questions using the hashtag Ask Meanie, and you may hear them on the show. But today we're doing a full Ask Meanie Anything, and you've sent in all your questions. We appreciate you. You can follow us at Mind of the Meanie on Twitter and Instagram. You can ask us there and drop your questions. And like I said, you may hear them on the show. But Meanie, what did you bring today for this special episode?
I have first day with new eyeballs, strawberry mango from Schweppes.
Schweppes.
So,
fun fact, that's what my brother used to call a titty twister, was a Schweppe. And it fucking didn't hurt any less with a new name. But
Schweppe.
Schweppe. But we have that's Matt from Dover, by the way. It's a nice shot for him. I have a sparkling frost from the good people at Aldi. This is an orange mango flavor. I'll be in Pittsburgh in a couple of weeks, so I'll have to grab some cheap shit from the fucking vending machine to bring back with me. And
nice.
Yeah, so here we go. We're going to do an opening here in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, right there.
Yep, that's what she said. Yeehaw, cowboy. Get those pinkies up. Oh, man, belching a plenty tonight, pal.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a little foam coming back there.
Oh, bring it up again. We'll vote on it.
My Uncle Rick used to say that to me all the time. Every time we would belch or fart.
Yeah.
Shout out to Uncle Ricky. He was the best. Let's...
It's better to burp and taste it than fart
and waste it. Yep. He told me when I was a kid, he told me the funniest fucking jokes I'd ever heard for an 8-year-old. And I, to this day, can just sit here and remember laughing in his room. Let's see. Where are we at? Finding the first question here. Here we go. Pod Squad member, new Pod Squad member, Nate Smythe wants to know.
What up, Nate?
Meanie.
Yes.
What is the best Alice in Chains song? And why is it Nutshell?
Oh, well, yeah. Nutshell, but Nutshell from Alice in Chains Unplugged. There's a thing that happened with me, once I became a professional wrestler, and you learn to listen to a crowd, and always loved I love Alice in Chains, as I'm wearing an Alice in Chains shirt today, not knowing for the album cover Dirt. Got this over in England when we went over there for the Taylor Hawkins tribute concert, and the one day we went to Camden Town and did some shopping and saw the shirt. I was like, I need that shirt. So I love Alice in Chains. I love a lot of bands. I just say Van Halen's my number one. Everybody else is fighting for number two. Alice in Chains, Smashing Pumpkins, Foo Fighters, stuff like that. But back to what I was saying, becoming a pro wrestler, you start to listen to the crowd. So when I start watching Alice in Chains Unplugged again, or forget the video, put on Nutshell, the audio from the Unplugged, and you can hear the crowd come up. Like each band member walks out, right? Jerry Cantrell starts it. The drummer comes out. Sean Kinney comes out. Mike Inez comes out. Listen to the crowd as Lane Staley walks out. Everybody gets like a and then when Lane comes out, you're to know that's Nutshell by Alice in Chains is pretty much it's an autobiography,
right,
by Lane. He's basically singing about himself, and then knowing his eventual death, makes that song a fucking tearjerker. I listen to that song and well up because I know the story behind it. I get the song because I know the person singing it.
Yeah,
I know the story of the person singing it. A lot like pro wrestling. Why shows like Tough Enough were always great because you get to learn the people behind the characters and stuff like that. So knowing the person behind the song, Lane Staley, who's still sorely missed to this day.
Mm-hmm.
That song is awesome.
Yeah.
That he sings about himself, and Alice in Chains Wood, about Andy Wood, another tragic situation.
Mm-hmm.
There are no bad Alice in Chains songs. And what I love about Alice in Chains, they would come out with like a rocker album, and then would come out with like an EP, which would have acoustic songs, and then another rocker, and then another EP with some acoustic stuff and stuff like that. It was very cool. But Nutshell just fucking tears me apart every time. And while we're on the subject of songs that tear us apart, I've been on this huge Fleetwood Mac kick lately. I don't know why. Maybe it was on in ShopRite or whatever. I don't know why, but this Fleetwood Mac song, Silver Spring, has been in my fucking head like nonstop. And it's like the the harmony part.
Mm.
Like Fleetwood Mac's an amazing band, but their harmonies were fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And if again, knowing the situation of the band, knowing the situation of songs, Silver Spring is her song to Lindsey Buckingham, the guitarist who she had a relationship with.
Interesting.
Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham were a couple. If you ever, I highly recommend the documentary Sound City, which kind of it's about a recording studio, but there's a part where Mick Fleetwood talks about being in Sound City and discovering Lindsey Buckingham's guitar part, and he wants to sign him to the Fleetwood Mac, and he's like, and the guy from South City is like, well, he's a package deal because you're gonna have to take his girlfriend Stevie. So they Stevie and Lindsey had their ups and downs and issues. Silver Spring, well, even before Silver Spring, the Fleetwood Mac song, "You Can Go Your Own Way."
Yep.
That's Lindsey's song to Stevie Nicks.
Really?
So she wrote Silver Springs as like a rebuttal, kind of.
Interesting. I had no idea.
So it was supposed to be on the Rumors album, and now here's where I go into Meanie memory. I could be off. You might have to look this up.
Hey, don't fact check me, bro. That's not what we do here.
Yeah, don't fact check me. Silver Spring was supposed to be on Rumors and got cut from the final list. Stevie took it to heart. She quit the band for like 10 years, came back, they had a reunion concert on MTV or wherever. And they do Silver Spring on this live concert, which is the version of the song I got stuck in my head. And at the 2-minute and 30-second mark, there's a point where Mick Fleetwood does this little drum thing, into the camera, blah, blah, blah.
Uh-huh.
And then they it's harmony, and it's fucking amazing. It's fucking beautiful. But after that, there's a point where Stevie Nicks stops facing the camera and she turns right to Lindsey Buckingham and starts singing the lyrics directly at Lindsey. And he turns and he looks her, and you can tell he's looking her right in the eyes, and they're singing these lyrics at each other.
Wow.
It's a fantastic moment, because just knowing the story of them.
Yeah.
Like Fleetwood Mac is like basically Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham were a couple. Christy McVie, who recently passed, she was married to bass player John McVie.
Okay.
And then I guess Lindsey might have fucked off and had an affair. Then Stevie had an affair with the drummer Mick Fleetwood. So everybody in the band's at least fucked each other at least once.
Right. As they should. Right.
I do.
Right.
But talk about nutshelling, having how a live version of a song, knowing the story behind the song. Like I listened to Silver Spring like the other night about like 30 times in a fucking row.
Wow.
And cried every fucking time, just because it's such. Stevie Nicks' voice is beautiful, and the pain in her voice as she sings, just as the pain in Lane Staley's voice as he sings Nutshell.
Yeah.
Fucking tears up my fucking heartstring. I defy people to listen to those songs. Go read about them. Go watch the behind the musics or whatever, and then learn the story, and then listen to those songs. And you're just like, I'm not crying.
Bon Jovi. Rick Bon Jovi.
Yeah. But that's why I love about music.
Yeah.
That's the same reason why I love wrestling. The intricacies and the stories behind the people.
It's funny you say that. I was thinking about, we were talking last week, or 2 weeks ago rather, about music and different people we've been listening to. And I actually had a conversation and enlightened someone for the first time about what Sweet Home Alabama is really about.
Oh,
they had no idea. They were like, they were just like, oh, this is just a song about like partying and having a good time. And it's like, no, this is not only is it a Neil Young diss record, but it's also hyping up segregation in the South. People they have, he says along Sweet Home Alabama, where the skies are so blue and the governor's true. He's talking about George Wallace, the segregationist governor. He's hyping up the governor. And it's like, they were like, I had no idea that was a thing. And it was like, yeah, that's why in the song, he's talking about Neil Young and a Southern man doesn't need him around, because he's singing about, he had that song called Southern Man, which was about, the anti-segregation. But it's amazing the stuff that people don't realize is in music and embedded in that. It's an amazing, I would never get tired of talking about it either. Like, it's just, there's always so much to talk about.
What amazes me is that Kentucky Fried Chicken used Sweet Home Alabama as their fucking theme song. KFC would use Sweet Home Alabama for Kentucky Fried Chicken, which that's America right there.
If there ain't nothing more American than that, pal, I don't know what is. Andy,
people are stupid.
They are dumb. Americans, by and large, man. I can't even front, bro. They're just
dumb as a box of fucks.
Oof, dumb as a box of fucking hammers. They are. So, Jesus Christ. Andy Schlichter, Pod Squad member Andy Schlichter wants to know, hey, Meanie, can we get a return of your Acid Wash jean jacket from your Fan Fest photos?
Oh, man, I had the fucking Canadian tuxedo.
Fan Fest photos.
Yeah, man. Those WrestleMania 4 Fan Fest photos were a big hit on the social media. As I was posting, memories. It sucks that I wish I could think to fucking post these things fucking sooner than I post them the day after. I'm like, 25 years ago, yesterday. Yeah. Wow. Way to go, Bri. But I still have that jean jacket. Fucking posted a couple photos of Mrs. Meanie wearing it. That jean jacket is the reason why I fucking met Bill Apter.
Really?
If you get Bill Apter's book, Is Wrestling Fixed? I didn't know it was broken. There's a chapter called The Ice Cream Boy. And I was going to the Ocean One Mall in Atlantic City, which is across from Caesars. And now they made it some hoity-toity, highfalutin fucking fancy Rodeo Drive bullshit that nobody wants kind of mall. It's a fucking mall on an ocean that looks like a fucking ship. Leave it the fuck alone, right? But yeah, there was a store on there where I would always get airbrush t-shirts. There's a airbrush guy named Bo, this fucking hippie dude who looked just like George Carlin.
Oh wow.
He did a lot of my airbrush stuff. And then when I got into wrestling, I went to him and got him to airbrush some kick pads for me to match my Zebra Kid tights, which I might still have around here somewhere. I don't know. But I was going there to get my that jacket. And WrestleMania 4, it was just like a plain Jane fucking denim jacket. And then over the course of that year, between 4 and 5, I started to metal up. I got Van Halen patches. We got Metallica patches. I got Rat Dockin, Bullet Boys buttons, Metallica buttons over here and stuff like that. It's like, I need something on the back. So I went to going to the mall to get airbrush, and fucking lo and behold, there's fucking Bill Apter. Like, holy, and living in Atlantic City, you're used to seeing famous people because of the casinos and
right.
Downtime, they're looking to do something. Let me go to the fucking mall or whatever. You see Howie Mandel in the mall. You see fucking Bobby McFerrin walking around, Bobby McFerrin, kind of a dick.
Whoa. Let's not skip over that. He's a dick?
Kinda.
Really?
I'm not dick. All right. So I used to work in the Ocean One Mall, 8th grade, right?
Okay.
I worked for this company that had a bunch of different shops. They would have the faux sense, the similarity sense, the fake Dracar Noir or whatever.
Yeah.
The designer imposters. And then they also had this thing where people tell you their birth date and you print it out and tells them what the cost of a loaf of bread was when they were born. Well, this one particular evening, I was working the gypsy machine.
Okay.
The fortune teller machine, which was like this big booth or the like little crystal ball there. And my job, this is where I kind of learned to become a worker too. My job was to convince people to give me $1 just to put their hands on a piece of glass and give them a printout with their fortune.
Okay.
How do I know it works? How do you know it doesn't? The gypsy knows, you know.
Checkmate.
Kind of
Checkmate,
Ooh.
sir.
And it was easy work. The only thing that sucked is directly across the hall was the fudgery.
Okay.
Which smelled amazing, but every half hour they had to sing songs about fudge. The things you do for fudge. Whoa, whoa. The things you, and you're like, oh, fuck. And next door, there was a thing called Star. I don't want to say it was Star Studio. That was the name of a boombox, like a karaoke boombox I had as a kid. But this thing where they had all the hit songs without the vocals, and you could go into a booth and sing over it.
Mm-hmm.
And to convince people to go in there and sing over these songs, they played you the worst fucking examples. Like, it sounds like a dog getting his ball squashed to Eternal Flame by the Bangles, you know? Just
oh, my God.
You know, it's like,
Eternal Flame. Oh, God, I hate that song.
I hated it more after working. So, one night I'm working at the gypsy machine.
Good God.
Or whatever. And the girl at the fudgery kind of freaks out, puts her hands on her face. Oh my God, you're Bobby McFerrin. He goes over, shakes her hand, whatever. I go, oh, sir. And kind of wait. I go, oh, you're Bobby McFerrin? He goes, well, if I was Bobby McFerrin, where did Bobby McFerrin go to college? I went, what?
What?
You just fucking, I just saw you fucking, the lady across the way screamed, you're Bobby McFerrin, you shook her hand, you come over to me and you're giving me a fucking Trivial Pursuit. I just went, yeah, you're, because I knew it was Bobby McFerrin because his fucking poster's right across the fucking boardwalk on this
right
playing Caesars. Live this week, Bobby McFerrin. I could look out the window and see his fucking photo, look at the man, look at the photo, look at the man, look at the photo. And I was like, I don't know. He goes, oh, he went to, and he said to college and kind of like just slowly walked away. And I was like, what a dick.
Okay.
Could have just shook my hand and whatever. So he wasn't really like a dick, but then like, you know, as time goes on, I kind of see where he was coming from because I had been in similar situations where, before 9/11, you go in the airport and you could go through security at the airport without needing a ticket and just be at the baggage claim to meet famous people. Right. So like we would get off the plane for WWE and there'd be people at the gate, just autograph people waiting for us and you're signing and stuff like that. But then like these people at other gates see this commotion going on and us signing autographs and they come over and go, oh, can I get your autograph? You go, oh yeah, sure. And they go, who are you?
Oh, jeez.
That kind of thing. So I had read like an interview with Marilyn Manson at one time where he was like, you know, if somebody asked for an autograph, he would ask, you know, name a song.
Right. Any song,
so,
just name one. Yeah.
So I'm sure at that point, Bobby McFerrin had been like had one of the top singles in the country at the time.
Yeah.
But like this was like a late night on a weekday. There's maybe 10 people at the mall. You know, the only people in the mall at that point are the people working there and Bobby McFerrin.
Right.
Who's just walking around. You could have just fucking just said, oh, hey, nice to meet you.
You could have, yeah, you could have just made this easy, man. You didn't have to be a fucking prick about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But, I never got a chance to like do a makeup meet with him because like there's been times where I've met somebody and it's probably been an off day. It was like an off day or whatever. And they're kind of like, to me, but like I meet them a second time and they're awesome.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Which I try to tell people because I'm sure there's people who've met me on a bad day where I was just like, and my face probably looks and goes, but it's not aimed at them. It's aimed at the situation I'm currently having in my head in my day. Right. But if they had met me like the next time, I probably would have been fucking really cool, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know where we're going with all this, but that's what, you know, that's.
It was talking about jean jackets at FanFest. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I went to the mall that day to get my jacket airbrushed, the Van Halen logo on the back.
Yep.
Which I still have. And that's where I met Bill Apter and the infamous Ice Cream Boy story started, which you can read in his book, Is Wrestling Fixed? I didn't know it was broken, where you can get on paperback or there's an audiobook edition as well.
Matt from Dover wants to know, hey, Meanie.
Hey, Matt.
What's your go-to McDonald's order?
Oh, that's a timely question because I just had McDonald's is my go-to post-night of drinking. Let me eat something real shitty to sop up all this alcohol in my belly meal. I just recently went to McDonald's Tuesday, maybe. I forget what day. Don't matter.
Right.
But go to McDonald's. I'll get the double quarter pounder with cheese I'll get the combo meal, which comes with the large fry, and because I'm watching my girlish figure, I'll get the Diet Coke.
That's a smart man right there.
Yeah. Well, you know what? People always go, oh, give me a large cheese pizza and a Diet Coke. Ernie. I prefer Diet Cola because regular cola gives me a weird film on my teeth that I don't like.
Yes.
There's that like thing where I got to just like scrape my teeth with my fingers after I drink like a regular Coke, you know?
Well, also too, like when I'm drinking, when I used to drink, I used to get all my drinks mixed with diet soda because I wouldn't have the hangover afterwards. It wouldn't be as bad, rather.
There's not as much sugar and you don't get the sugar crash.
Right. Because that's, to me, that's the double up right there is the hangover from the booze.
Yeah.
But then also the sugar crash afterwards. It's like, oh, fuck. I wish I hadn't drank this. But
yeah.
No, mine is I'm a Mitch.
You can't go wrong with the apple pie either,
oh my God. Yeah. Just smash it into my face. I'm usually I'm a McChicken guy. I love the McChicken sandwich. It's always been my go-to, even from the time I was a kid. So I'll usually get, if I'm feeling squirrely, I'll get 2 McChickens and a medium fry. And if I'm going to do a soda, I'll either do a Diet Coke or I'll do a Sprite. And I don't drink soda anymore. I drink the carbonated fizzy shit, but I won't drink like real deal soda. If I'm feeling, I do like 2 sodas a year. I'll do a root beer at some point in the summer because that's just kind of my thing. And then on Christmas Eve, we sit around the table, me and the kids. It's something we started doing, and we have Coca-Cola bottles, and we'll crack them open and we'll clink them before they go to bed. You know, we'll all have soda before they go to bed. But which probably isn't the best idea because they might piss the bed or they'll be up jumping around before Santa Claus comes. But in any event, or Meanie Claus, if you will. But I just let one go. I don't know if you heard it. A little seltzer kiss from the back end. But that's usually my go-to. But again, sometimes I'll get a Big Mac, you know. But I'm trying to think. There was, what's the worst thing you've ever had? Adam from Downingtown wants to know, what's the worst thing you've ever had at McDonald's? I know what my answer is.
Children at the ball pit. That's been my worst experience at McDonald's.
Yeah.
McDonald's Thailand is the best fucking advertisement for fucking safe sex for contraception. Yeah, just I don't know. I don't think I've ever, dude. Like now that's like Lent season. Well, it's Lent season.
Yeah, we're in Lent season, pal.
Fucking the fillet of fish ain't that bad.
It really isn't. It really isn't that bad. It's actually pretty enjoyable. And I know people are listening to this and they're gonna be like, "Oh, look at these fucking guys talking about McDonald's." Like, Nothing slaps like McDonald's some days, guys. Like, you don't fucking lie to yourself. That shit smacks sometimes.
If you want to talk about the worst fucking fast food experiences, it's usually been at Burger King.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man.
Yeah, fucking Burger King and Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Have both made me vomit.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Pizza Hut, man.
Not hypothetically, literally.
Yes.
Vomit.
When I was 9, my dad used to have land that he bought for literally probably a song and a dance up in Burke, New York, which is like right outside of Quebec. And he took us up there and we got breakfast one morning at Burger King because there was nothing in these towns, right? Like, it was just desolate. And for some reason at a Burger King and a Walmart. And we're like, all right, let's get breakfast at Burger King. I got food poisoning from that Burger King. And I puked the whole fucking ride home. I was so sick, I almost went to the hospital. It was bad. And I ate at Burger King after that, but I never ate there. I rarely will eat sausage from a fast food place, whether it's like 7-Eleven, even from like Wawa. I won't get a breakfast sandwich with sausage on it because of that experience. And that was, almost 30 years ago, but
yeah, nothing fucks with McDonald's breakfast sandwiches. The fucking their egg.
Yeah.
They eat the sausage, egg, and cheese. I mean, was it the McMuffin with the egg?
Yeah, the sausage McMuffin with egg. Yeah.
Fucking amazing.
Can't go wrong with an egg McMuffin though either, man. That's usually I remember one of my buddies got out of lockup one time. Shout out to Kurt Rentz. He got out of lockup and he was just in Bucks County jail for a fight of some kind. He was there for a couple of days because he couldn't post bail, and we finally scraped up enough money to get him out. And he goes, "Yo, dog, we got to drive over to fucking," because he had a he's got like a sort of a higher register, but he's a Philly guy. "Yo, dog, we got to drive over to the Richboro McDonald's. I got to get fucking egg McMuffins. I've been dreaming about them while they've been sitting in jail." So he calls them, and it's like, it's like, I don't know, it was like 9:45. He's like, "Listen, I just got out of jail. Listen, I'll pay you like $30. My buddy's got $30. I'm like, I'm not going to fucking give these people $30. So they set him aside like 3 egg McMuffins so he can come and pick them up. And those fuckers slapped because they tasted like they had just made them before we got there. So.
Yeah. And yeah, I don't do soda that much, but like there's nothing cures a hangover better than like a fountain cola.
Yeah.
There's something about whatever they put in that syrup. It helps a fucking angry, fucking drunken stomach.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know what it is, but I'm sure there's no science to back it up. Even if it's just like a mental thing, it just works every time.
The worst thing I've ever eaten from McDonald's, and this might be controversial, was the McRib sandwich. I fucking hated every second of it. I thought it was terrible. And I'm a rib guy. I love like anything like that, but I guess because it was so like it was just like, oh man, this is nasty. I don't want to do this. So
there's a place in South Philly called Nick's Charcoal Pit that I love.
Yes.
Love.
Yeah, dude.
And they have like I wish Miss Me was, I forget what it is, but it's like we order it and we call it the McFib because it's kind of like the rib, but they put it on a long roll, and then we'll put our own pickles on it and stuff like that. But their sauce is amazing at Nick's.
Yeah. Yeah. Great stuff, man.
It's better than the McRib. And it's one of their best sandwiches.
I'll have to try it. I haven't been there in a long time. I'll have to give it a shot.
They're currently renovating. They're down for renovations. But fucking Nick's Charcoal Pit on 13th of Snyder is fucking amazing.
There's a spot down on 202 down here, almost like you're in like Glen Mills, but going into Delaware. It's called the Charcoal Pit.
Yeah.
Fucking A, man. I love that place so much. Great stuff down there. Always a solid spot. But yeah, they have some great barbecue. But again, I guess because I'm a barbecue snob when it comes to that stuff, like I just anything less than perfect for me isn't good. But man, I'll tell you, nothing beats that McDonald's sometimes. Like if I'm, I fucking, it's like a treat. Like maybe once every 2 months, I'll be like, I'm going to stop. Because, we get the kids Happy Meals and, that's Danny. we do this thing at home, like we call it special time. We eat to the kids, and Danny's thing is always, I want to go get a Happy Meal. So like we go on Saturday morning, and it's like it's a whole thing for him, you know. So those days, I'll sit and eat with him, but or I'll get something from there. But yeah, dude, anybody that says that you don't like McDonald's, you're fucking full of shit because we know that you do.
I've done worse things to my body than eat McDonald's.
Mark and Dryden's got a lot of questions for us here. It looks like Meanie, any good stories about meeting sports figures? I've only met 4, so we'll try to be brief about each encounter. And he goes over some encounters with some sports folks that he met, which I'm happy to read if you'd like to. But I'd like to know any good interactions with sports figures.
Yeah, always good. You might have to give me like 2 seconds here. I got to figure out. Oh my God. Give me 2 seconds. In order to tell this story, I have to Google something real quick.
Well, while you're doing that, I'll tell them Pod Squad, because I know everybody loves to hear me talk, because it's Mind of the Atom apparently today. I met Darren Dalton in 2012. My buddy Joe Keane was a bartender at a bar in Westchester called Alibis. And Alibis used to do Fanatic shows. They would do live broadcasts from the bar. And Darren Dalton was doing the live show. And Joe texts me. He goes, "Get your fucking ass here right now. Dutch is here." And I went, "Oh, my God, I'm on the way." Because the 93 Phillies were like everything to me growing up. They were like my team, right? So I get there, and I fucking just like fangirl. I'm like, "Oh, my God, Dutch, you're here." You know, I'm just like geeking, right? Like, it is so cool to meet you. You were my favorite. I played catcher because I watched you play, and I wanted to be a catcher. "Oh, kid, that's real great. Oh, let's have a beer." So I'm standing there having a beer with Darren fucking Dalton at the bar. And so we do a shot, and he's already like half in the back, right? Like he's already tuned up. So we take a picture, and he's like, "Here, let me sign you. You this guy's friend. All right, let me sign it for you." He's like, "It's just sign, signed it out, made it out to Adam from Darren Dalton." And it was like
my grandma had a crush on him.
Oh, man, it was the fucking shit. It was so cool to meet Dutch. It was one of those, like, I might even have the picture here while you're looking for that. Let me see if I can find it. If I have my book here, I might have put it away. I'll find it and put it in the Pod Squad group. Good reason to sign up right now at patreon.com/Mind of the Meanie, and you can see us looking for stuff in my desk. But yeah, I mean, Dutch was just so fucking cool, man. Like, just couldn't have been nicer, couldn't have been more gracious. Sat and spoke with everybody that was there at the bar that came out to talk to him, and just a wonderful, wonderful man. So, very happy to have that experience with him. But
give me 2 seconds here, man.
No, you're fine, man. You're fine. I'm trying to think of that. There's any other sports people that I've ever met. Like actually, trying to think. I don't know. I think Dalton was the only one. Yeah, I think that was the only one that I've ever actually met in person that I've ever physically interacted with. Dykstra's legendary, though. My Uncle Alan used to tell me stories about Lenny Dykstra, who's being a fucking prick. But
okay, yeah.
There you go. Here we go. You got it, man.
So, positive interaction with a sports person. So WrestleMania 15's in Philadelphia, right? I have a buddy, Derek Settlemeyer. He was the equipment manager for the Philadelphia Phantoms. He would make the jerseys, this, that, and the other thing. And I would always go to Philadelphia Phantom games. They were very kind. They would give me, I got a custom made Philadelphia Phantoms jersey. It says Meanie 73 on the back.
Cool.
Derek would make me one. When he started working for the Flyers, he got me a Flyers jersey, legit fight straps, everything. But WrestleMania 15 came to town. I was like, and Al was a huge fan. So Al brought his whole family. He brought the wife, kids, everything. I was like, let's go Philadelphia Phantoms game, hockey game. Absolutely. So the Headbangers also had a connection. Headbangers also came to the game with Paul Bearer.
Oh, wow. So
it's me, Al Snow, the Headbangers, and Paul Bearer in the Philadelphia Spectrum.
What a motley crew.
watching the Danbury Thrashers. Now, this is like peak fucking Attitude Era.
Right.
WWE, right? So the Thrashers picked up on that. And like, I would go to a game before this, long before, a couple games before this, but guys would like, if they got into a fight, like they would hit like the Rock's theme and the guy would fucking go to center ice and do the fucking Rock fucking.
Oh, no shit. He would do the whole thing.
If he won the fight, they would hit the Rock's theme and he fucking do the Rock pose at the
that's so funny.
Ice. So this night, the night before, like the Friday before WrestleMania 15 at the Spectrum, the Philadelphia Phantoms are playing the Hershey Bears.
Okay.
And there's a fight on the ice. And one of the players, Dave McIsaac, beats the shit out of one of the Hershey Bears. Like, goes over, starts punching him, and the guy just turtles up. And he beats the fucking living dog shit out of this guy. And they hit Stone Cold's music, and it's like, blah, blah, blah. And he like points up to us in the fucking, and we're like, nah, whatever. After the game, you know, we kind of go down, and they introduce us to the players and stuff like that. So flash forward, that's 99, around early 2000s maybe. I was friends with this band called Bonehead. Still friends with the guys. Bonehead, local Philadelphia cover band. Eventually they got signed and became Familiar 48. Put out a really good album. Fucking Pat Smear from the Foo Fighters makes an appearance on there. The one guy from, oh my God. You know, Mr. Roboto. What's that fucking band?
Oh, God damn it. Toto?
No.
Hold on, I'll tell you in a second.
The guy who sings Too Much Time on My Hands.
Sticks.
The blonde hair guy.
Yeah.
He sings back up on that album. So they're, before they got signed, I went to go see him at the place called Pennant East in Jersey. Sorry, I got off on a sidetrack there.
Don't be sorry.
Really cool, small rock club bar. And I'm standing there, and Dave McIsaac is there from the Hershey Bears. You know, he was, you know, done. But I talked to him. He's there. He knows the guys in Bonehead. He's there to see them. And I go over, shake it. Hey, what's up, man? He goes, let me tell you something, man. That time you guys came out to the Spectrum, you know, watch this play. He's like, I was like, normally I was in a situation where a guy hit me, and normally I wouldn't fight in that situation, but I knew you guys were in the crowd, and I had to do something. So I picked the fight and just beat the guy just because I knew you guys were in the fucking crowd, which was amazing interaction. I mean, I've met a lot of fucking athletes and stuff like that, and had a lot of cool interaction. Like I've met Len Dawson from the Chiefs, who has like one of the most epic Super Bowl halftime photos of sitting there smoking a cigarette and drinking a beer.
Yeah.
But knowing that a professional hockey player started a fist fight on the ice because of our presence.
It's crazy.
And later on, well, I don't know if he is now, but he's like the coach of the Danbury Thrashers, which is, if you ever saw there's a documentary on the owner of the Danbury Thrashers, AJ Galante, who was in NXT for a little bit there. There's a really good documentary on Netflix about them. They talk about this story. Derek Settlemeyer has a podcast called Nasty Knuckles.
Okay.
Which is basically a hockey podcast. And he had AJ Galante on, and, you know, told this story. I'm hesitant about playing the audio. I don't think they would mind if I shared it, or just, you know, just to play it. But he tells the story. Let me see. We'll play it. I don't think he'll have a problem. This is Derek Settlemeyer's podcast. Talking about Dave McIsaac. It's Derek and Riley Cote talking to AJ Galante about the fight. Let me hit play here. See if it plays. If not, I sound like a goof.
Hey, Also, while Meanie's queuing this up, I did locate that picture of Darren Dalton and I from 2012, and it's been shared in the Patreon group. So go check it out now if you want to see me geeking out. I am fully geeked in this photo. So patreon.com/mindofthemeanie.
Okay, here's Derek Sotomayor and Riley Cote talking about Dave McIsaac beating the shit out of a guy because we were in the crowd.
And I don't know if he ever told you, but I'm a big wrestling fan as well. And by the way, your birthday party when you were younger, like I know how you said, I'm kind of like, this may not be normal for most kids. No, it's not. To have The Rock show up, China, and everybody there. But me and Mac, we ended up becoming friends with a couple of wrestlers. They were in Philly, and the one night Paul Bearer was there, Edge and Christian. They're Canadian guys, but I don't know if you remember the Blue Meanie. He had a quick little run. So he's from here.
Everybody loves Meanie.
Beside the bench. So we start talking. Max like, I got to get in a fight. I got to do something. And his nickname here was Diamond Dave because he could do the Diamond Cutter. He would do the Diamond Cutter, and you should have. And he was trying to find anyone he could to fight. And he finally got one, and he must have done 4 diamond cutters, and these guys are going bananas. It was awesome.
I remember the EC 2300 arena down there, ECW.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Oh, listen, I did a couple boxing matches down there, and ECW. Oh man, the Blue Meanie was the best. Stevie Richards, all those guys. Yeah, man. That's listen. If I didn't have so much family here, I could land in Philly. I like Philly. That's my type of town for sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
So that was that.
But, I told you, man. Everybody fucking loves Meanie. I told you. Everybody loves Meanie. It's impossible not to.
Yeah, as far as sports interactions, that tops the cake right there.
Yeah. Let's see. Mark and Dryden has another question for us. Magnum TA was just asked on Twitter. Who would be a dream opponent for him in any era? I suggested Bret Hart. Who would your guys' choices be? Magnum TA. Who would you like to? From any era it could be. We're for fantasy.
Hit me with that question again, because I forgot to lower my phone.
That's okay. Mark and Dryden wants to know. Magnum TA just asked on Twitter. Who are people's dream opponents for him from any era? Mark and Dryden suggested Bret Hart, which is a great fucking answer. What would your guys' choices be?
Oh, for Magnum TA.
Yeah.
It's a great fucking question.
Yeah, dude.
I would have loved, everybody knows Magnum was being lined up to be the next NWA world champion.
Yeah.
I don't know if he worked Flair or not. Yeah, I'm sure he did.
I'm sure.
If I had to pick any era, Magnum TA, that is a fucking hard question. Probably Scott Hall.
That was literally the first name that popped into my head was Scott Hall.
Scott Hall and Magnum TA, would
have been a fucking banger.
Yeah, maybe Razor Ramon, Scott Hall too.
Yeah.
But, maybe Razor Ramon, but Scott Hall, the person against Magnum TA, I think would be a great fucking match.
That was where my head went right away with Scott Hall, but something about Samoa Joe. I don't know why that popped into my head. Maybe just because Samoa Joe is just a big fucking brawler. That probably would have been great. And, who else?
I don't know.
No, you know what? I think I'm going to stick with those. I think I'm going to stick with Scott Hall and Samoa Joe. I think. Yeah, I'm
just thinking Scott Hall's psychology is fantastic. Not saying, and Magnum TA had those rugged. They're both guys have rugged, good looks. One being a heel, one being a baby face. Two guys who look like they probably could have eventually feuded and then became a tag team.
Yeah.
kind of thing. That aesthetic to him, you know.
It's a shame. I think for me, like I said, I Magnum TA is one of those guys who could have been the next Ric Flair. Could have been as famous now as Ric Flair. You know, he was or could have been spoken about in those conversations with Flair and Dusty and Steamboat. I mean, it's a shame what happened. It's unfortunate. But
coming from a local perspective, Magnum TA and Pelly Lernberg had the exact same accident with the exact same style of car.
Oh, jeez.
Both driving Porsches. Magnum hydroplaned it, but Pelly hit a crazy curve and hit a wall and died. But
oh man,
yeah, around the same era, you know, and we both lost two great athletes to similar accidents around the same time. As far as being a Philadelphian and being a sports junkie and a pro wrestling junkie, to see two guys both driving Porsches lose control of their cars. One, thank God, survived, and then one unfortunately passed away. But yeah, what could have been with Magnum is heartbreaking.
It's a shame, and again, I think he could have absolutely been one of the best, if not the best, in a generation, and it's just sad to think about.
Put it this way: Flair went to his hospital and put the NWA belt on his bed and said, "Come take it from me."
Wow.
As encouragement, you know, Flair gladly would have dropped the NWA belt to him.
I'm sure. Yeah, it was his time.
Yeah.
Well, let's end this episode of Ask Meanie with our friend Primetime Grape, who's got a question for us. Green Juice and High Tides is his name right now. I haven't read it yet. I saw the alert come in, but I haven't read it. Do you think if someone put a beach ball on your derriere and you did one of those long, continuous farts, could you keep the beach ball afloat in midair? Never change, man. Always send us the shit.
What's a high-tech store in like the malls that they sell the stuff that you could like?
What, like a Radio Shack?
No. They sell you like space chairs or this, that, and the other.
Yeah, like one of those as seen on TV shits. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That would be my next piece of merchandise: the Blue Meanie, me laying on my stomach with a ball over my ass, fountain-like thing. I don't know if it was like was it Brookstones or I don't want to say the wrong name of the store, but
yeah.
The equivalent of that is like the Sky Mall magazine on the airplane. I call the magazine "Fancy Shit I'll Never Buy." But yeah, I can see like a statue recreation of a ball levitating over my ass as I'm laying on my belly, kicking my heels up like a chick. Yeah,
this guy, man, I'm telling you, Primetime Grape, thank you for your gas related questions. We appreciate that, and we appreciate you, friends, for listening to the show and sticking with us here through another fantastic Ask Meanie episode. Again, don't forget to tweet us your questions using the hashtag Ask Meanie. Follow us on Twitter at Mind of the Meanie, and you may hear your questions asked on the show. But Meanie, as we wrap up here today, the question is, where can people find you on your social medias?
If you would like to follow the Blue Meanie, all forms of social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, at Blue Meanie, BWO, on all forms of social media. If you would like to support the Blue Meanie, go to prowrestlingtees.com/Blue Meanie. If you would like to support Mind of the Meanie, go to prowrestlingtees.com/Mind of the Meanie. Every dollar spent there goes to help keep the lights on here at Mind of the Meanie. Collar and Elbow, the wrestling brand, go to collarandelbowbrand.com. Use coupon code Meanie or coupon code MIND and save 10%. Again, every Every dollar you spend there with those coupon codes throws a little kickback. They keep Mind of the Meanie on the air. MadCatBeardCare.com. Go to MadCatBeardCare.com and get yourself some of the Blue Spruce beard oil and beard balm. They even have beard shampoo over there at MadCatBeardCare.com. My boy Josh Thornton is doing an amazing job taking care of the kitties. Every dime you spend at MadCatBeardCare.com goes to taking care of the feral cats. So if you're a cat lover like me, it's definitely worth going to MadCatBeardCare.com. The Figure Collections Bone Crushing Wrestler Series 1 variants of the Blue Meanie are available now. All Series 1 in this line can be ordered now at shop.figurecollections.com. That's shop.figurecollections.com. Get yourself a Blue Meanie with the white shirt and the blue logo, or the old school BWO shirt. They're available right now by the fine folks at Figures Collections. Shout out to my boy Jim Nilsson over at glaciersofIce.com. That's glaciersofIce.com. Jim made a 3 of 3 only handmade custom Air Jordan BWO1 custom. Sorry, first day with the new mouth. Jim made a 3 of 3 only handmade custom BWO Air Jordan 1 sneakers for Stevie, Nova, and myself. Each pair takes Jim about 50 freaking hours per pair.
Crazy.
To make these beautiful sneakers by hand, no less. Follow Jim on all forms of social media to see the videos and the behind the scenes photos of these fantastic shoes at GOI Kicks. That's all forms of social media at GOI Kicks. Cameo.com/Blue Meanie BWO for all your birthdays. God damn. I can never get through these ad reads in one piece. Cameo.com/Blue Meanie BWO for birthdays, holiday, and well wishes. Let's make somebody's day a little bit brighter. Let's send somebody a fun, lighthearted message there over at cameo.com/Blue Meanie BWO. But more importantly, Mr. Barnard, where can we find you?
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. You can go to all of the social media sites. You can go to Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Mastodon. You can find me at This Is Goober. Yes, it's my handle. No, I'm not changing it. It's a brand, pal. You can go and follow me there and keep up with all of my life's activities. You can also listen to my other show, Foundation Radio, by going to foundationradio.net, and you can listen to everything in my archive. Lots of great conversations, everybody from Rob Van Dam to Mr. Ernest Owens. Check it out now, foundationradio.com. Don't forget to go to brothersgatter.com and pick up your very first Adam Barnard Wrestling Buddy. They are available right now, and you can also get a 2-pack of the Mind of the Meanie guys. It's me and the blue guy right here at brothersgatter.com. You can go and check it out now. Go to the feinbergmethod.com and use promo code Goober and save up to 20% off of your entire purchase. Not just physical wellness, but also mental wellness as well. The feinbergmethod.com, prowrestlingtees.com/Foundation Radio. You can pick up a shirt there. You can also go to prowrestlingtees.com/Mind of the Meanie and help keep the lights on at Casa DeMeanie and the Barnard Home for Wayward and Troubled Youth. Patreon.com/Mind of the Meanie. You can sign up today and become a part of the Pod Squad. We want to thank Manscaped for sponsoring the program and the sponsors you heard at the beginning and the end of the show. Thank you to those folks as well for assisting us, Pod Squad. As always, we love you. We cannot do this show without you. And Meanie, thank you again for being here for the Blue Meanie. I am Adam Barnard. Join us again each and every week as we take a trip to the mind
Blue World Order
of the Meanie. Peace.
Blue World Order. This episode of Mind of the Meanie was recorded and produced by Adam Barnard and was engineered by Carl Pinnell. Additional production and narration provided by Sam Krebs. Our executive producers are Josh Chernoff, Adam Barnard, and the Blue Meanie. Our opening theme is performed by the Swamp Candles. Our closing theme is performed by Chikara. The show contains original music produced by Enrichment. Get additional bonus content by becoming our patron on Patreon at patreon.com/mindofthemeanie. And follow us on Twitter and Instagram at mindofthemeanie. This has been a Butts Carlton media production in conjunction with the MLW Radio Network. Butts Carlton, proprietor.
Blue World Order.
Dad, why is Blue Meanie's brain out?
The world of MLW Radio never stops.